we like to talk about how the love for motorsport has then turned into business. So, was the roots of your motorsport journey, and then end up into the business you have there today?
Yeah, so Brown Geeson is a family business.
Yeah.
It was started by my granddad in 1963. It's always been involved in the automotive industry.
Yeah. Is this an engineering company?
Yeah, engineering, manufacturing. Started in the early days in East London with a little shop.
Yeah.
And it was back then supplying things like bonnet pins,
Yeah.
like driving gloves,
Yeah.
very basic stuff from the 60s. As the years progressed, obviously the company then developed and grew. We then had quite a large manufacturing facility in the 90s, producing a lot of different types of parts. Really, the motorsport side of things for us developed from 2012.
Yeah.
I personally been racing myself from a young age in karting, worked through the ranks to quite a high level in GTs.
Yeah.
Whilst taking part in all that racing, I think there was an aspect from Sean, my dad, who sort of runs the business, that the racing might not go on forever.
Yeah.
I need a plan B in life. And between us, we sort of noticed a little bit of a niche for pit equipment to start with. So things like a pit board, a tyre trolley, that kind of item. We put a small range together. We came to this show in 2012.
You noticed there was many homemade things around the track. That there wasn't a solution for people to buy. They were having to make them. Obviously, someone wasn't filling that sort of void. Being from a manufacturing background, we thought that'd be a good fit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so we kind of nicknamed them like Freds in sheds. There were these guys that would make a pit board, but as a consumer, as a team, driver, whatever it was very difficult to actually buy one. And there's obviously the large retailers that existed. They were selling these items, but they also had the same difficulty that when they wanted to source certain items, they had to buy one from him, another one from him, and
put it together.
It wasn't a package. So we made this little range, arrived at this show, not sure what to expect, and we were blown away. There was several European retailers were interested straight away. So that was really the point. We said, right, well, let's knuckle down and see what we can build.
And you even used PMW as sort of a bit of a launching platform when you started the business.
We did. This is where we launched. And 2012 was not that long ago, but social media wasn't as developed as it is now. So you still needed like a physical environment where you could bring a new product and people could see it. Obviously, in more recent years, that's kind of lost its power because
I think it's going full circle though, isn't it? I think there's that much information now online that these events now are important again to because you get bombarded on social. That I think now, the people that are coming here are coming for a reason. You can get in a good network, good customers. So, what does the product range look like now today after these years of development? So what was your first core product?
So the first thing would have been a wheel and tyre trolley or a pit board. Two sort of key pieces that you needed in motorsport. And then from there, a lot of it came from feedback. So we still race ourselves. We've got a Mark 1 Escort and a Ford Sierra RS500. So we're quite active within the historic scene. I'm personally still involved as well in the modern scene through some coaching and stuff I do with various teams. And really, it's from feedback. You would talk to someone, and as the years develop, they'd say, "Oh, actually, it'd be quite cool if there was, a different tyre pressure gauge, or or a different type of mirror, or a hub spacer because the steering wheel's not close enough." So, as you receive these ideas, that was how we then would try to then commercialise it, I guess, to say, right, this was the suggestion. How do we make that as something you can then sell to the market? We just kept expanding, really.
Do you have a standout product that you think that you would be associated with now? You're one of your best sellers?
So I'd say one thing a lot of people know us for is our stringline kits, which is
That's what I know you for.
There you go.
Recognisable when you go around the pits, you see it everywhere.
That's it, so it's just the framework with the string that you can do the alignment. Simple concept, but even in this modern world, people still seem to like the analog string as opposed to a digital laser system. And then I'd say pit boards.
It's only down to you to make mistakes. And, the car can be as bent as you like. You're making a square box around that car.
Exactly.
Whatever the shape of the rest of the car looks like after your race one, you can still get it. The wheels pointing in the right direction for race too.
Exactly that. So yeah, I'd say that's become a core product people know us for. Pit boards, I would say, is another one. It's quite a common thing. You know, most tracks you see everybody using now. It's really nice. You know, when you walk out and you see a sea of BG pit boards, it's like,
same as when you go.
We achieved something.
When you get, see a sticker here or someone using it there, it gives you a little bit like, right, we're doing a good job here.
And that's it. And like mentioning stickers, I think that was a key thing for us. It sounds quite antiquated, but from day one we just said, right, let's just print loads of BG stickers, and every time we go to a show, just give them all out. Just give out as many as you can, even to people that might not be a customer, but just as people start seeing that brand, and all of a sudden it creates that recognition, and over the years they then obviously associate you with whatever it is you're producing.
And you've got now a broad dealer network, so where have you got coverage? Europe, America, so where's your emerging markets?
We've done well. So we've built much of Europe now. We seem to have distributors across all the key countries, which has been nice. The USA market for us is one that was been growing, and it's been a real nice, consistent rate every year. And then really we've been at a point where it's looking a bit further afield. Australia and New Zealand are two markets where motorsport's strong. So in both of those now we've got good strong distributors moving the products. And then beyond that, we would like to expand further into some of the Asian markets, Japan, China, Thailand, and so on.
Key on finding a good partner, isn't it, to sort of the markets?
You need someone that's invested in you as a brand.
And what's new for the end of 25, beginning 26 new products?
So we've been going at it for several years. So the rate of development obviously will slow a little bit, trying to find new ideas.
You also don't want to get just doing things for the sake of it. It's got to be. You've got to find. There's got to be a purpose on this all your product.
It has. It's got to fit
that's what
in.
you built this on, haven't it? There's a need. You know what I mean?
It comes from something maybe we did ourselves and gone, there could be a tool, there could be a this or that we need. And then also feedback from the distributors now. As you slowly build a network, these distributors will receive requests from their customers.
We're short of this. We asked for this. We can't find a fit for it.
Exactly that. And so we just kept sort of looking what else we can add. We had quite a strong range of vehicle equipment we would classify, so like the steering wheel spacers, the quick release hubs, the mirrors, and naturally within that world, it sort of takes you into some of like the thermal heat management products. And there's it's a strong competitive industry, and there's some really good, strong players out there. But we sort of took a different take on it. Let's go and get some products. Let's develop them ourselves. Let's really test them and make sure they fit the bill for what they're being used for. So we just now
that's been your latest innovation, heat management. Has been the latest add to the range. Right, great. Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
I hope you have a really good show. And where can everyone find your information, your website?
BG Racing. Quite simple. Google us or bg-racing.co.uk.
And there's dealers across the UK, across Europe.
So we've got dealers all across the UK, the world. Quite active on the social channels as well. So we're always trying to keep the content fresh, and obviously any customers using our products, we always like when they
feedback,
share the images with us. And
perfect.
It's good to see everything going on.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and check out their products. It's fantastic quality and race proven. So I'll see you on the next one.